Hey guys, what's happening? So how about a little good night message that was coming through. So I was getting 10 of Pentacles. I was getting 10 of Pentacles. That's a good start. Coming in fast. Oh yeah. So I was getting think of it like this. When we're doing healing work on ourselves, right? Cracking open all the hurt and the, you know what I mean? Just whatever your healing journey is, okay? However that's working out for you. And there's the Chariot. Didn't we get a... two 4s and a 7? Yeah. There's Judgment. So, yeah. Put them down. I get sidetracked. I can't help it. Thank you. This is exactly what I was going to talk about. Our self-care. Thank you. I know. Trying to love. Yes. I was saying written in the stars, love, peace. It said written in the stars, and it said yes. So, and then this came out, followed by the Sun, and the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. The Star, the Lovers, that was standing out. Yeah, so back to the self-care. Back to the self-care. It's bad enough our own human, I like to say, our own human seems to have it out for us, right? Our ego, our own mind, our own thing, right? Our own human. That's what I say. That's why I say it like that, because it's our ego, it's everything, Not only do we have that, we have all these outside forces or other humans that we have to interact with, right? All going through their own thing. 311. Hurting people, hurt people, and blah, 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 right? And all that trauma and chaos. Let's give ourselves a break. And let's not beat up for ourselves. Self-care. Self-love. That's what they talk about. Giving to ourselves first. It's important. But, the way it was coming through before I got on here, because I really went back and forth in my mind, back and forth in my mind, back and forth in my mind. Whether to do this or not. So by the time I got on here, how it was playing out in my head already is not playing out the same. But it's like, rather than, we have enough with the outside world. This is the 411. We have enough with the outside world. Let's not add to it. Let's not do that. You already know what's coming. We already know. All we have to do is get out of our own way. It's not that difficult. If we know it, then we should be able to do it, right? It's part of the growing and learning, though, isn't it? But it's just, let's not do this to ourselves. Let's not do this to ourselves anymore, because, whoa. Yeah, so they wanted to flip it upside down, or reversed. Let's not do this to ourselves anymore. Let's not trap ourselves, stab ourselves in the back, shoot ourselves in our own foot, so to speak. Stand up for who we are, our soul, who our soul is, right? Love ourselves, love the duality of it, the man part of it, the narcissistic, the whatever. Balancing the male and the female, however you want to look at it, the light and the dark, right? Because they always depict the man like the fire, right? I heard brimstone, like the fire. Like that's what's bad. The man, you know, here you got the Three of Cups. You got the Ace of Wands. This is peeking out. You know, this is peeking out. So, feel it, know it, get excited about it, because here it comes, right? An offer. If it starts out a small offer, it might not seem like anything. You might even be leery about it. 555. When it comes in, look at this. You might be leery about it when it comes in, but know thyself. This flipped over. These two flipped over. Yeah. It's a celebration. Celebrate. I apologize. I should just get off of here because it's just not coming out how I wanted it to. High Priestess, that B and J again, right? The balance and the justice, you know. I haven't had a totally different outlook. It's like, why was I feeling the way I was feeling earlier? Well, it's someone else's energy, and we had a message to get out, right? It was a whole coming full circle thing. Yeah, back to self-care, back to getting ourselves out of our own prison, our own illusion that we put ourselves under. Because this is how we really want to be. Independent, strong, celebrating, happy, working towards a common goal with people. You know, that's who we are at our core, at our essence. Coming back to that. It's like, what's that saying? Who needs enemies with friends like mine, right? Well, who needs enemies with yourself? I mean, who really needs enemies when you're your own worst enemy? Nobody could hurt you more than you can hurt yourself. And we're not seeing that we're magical, that we have that. That God has marked us, right? That we're infinity, that we just go on and on, we're eternal beings. This is false. We're all the stars of our own show. This is Sirena and Pony show. Thanks for that, you brats. Yeah. Two hearts that beat as one. You got the Wheel of Fortune, and you got the world, and you got the star. You got the Magician, 10 of Cups, the star, 2 of Cups, the world, the Wheel of Fortune, right? And the Ace of Pentacles. It's jiggling, baby. I was laying here and I was like, man, I felt so butterflies in my stomach and so excited, like, and it felt in every moment that all those dreams, all these things, it felt like it was already here, like I was already living it, even though I wasn't in it. I felt it so deep inside, dropping that bullshit. Back to this. They're bringing this back around. Yep. Queen of Cups, balanced her emotions. Knowing what's hers and what isn't hers. Knowing what to do. Knowing, okay, if I'm feeling this strong and I want to do this and I want to do that, what's the solutions? Yeah, look what came out. What's the solutions? The sun. The sun. Look up to the sun. Look up to the Creator, right? Because what side of this judgment when the horn? What side of this judgment do you want to be? There's the sun again. Well, it flipped out to that. So, we live in the sun. We give praise and we be thankful, being thankful all the time, but even more so when we're in the muck. When we're in the dirt, when we're belly crawling, right? We don't see a way out of anything. Right? Seeing the beauty in things. So we can move to calmer waters. Guarded and protected. Got someone behind you guarding you, and you got all those up. The divine. You're guarded. You're protected. With armor around you. You have a direct line to the Most High. So you get the information. You know what to do. Yeah, which will lead you to your 10 of Cups. Let's not be our own worst enemy anymore. It's bad enough we have all the other ones running around like that. When this is how we feel. And that's what we want, right? Balance, love, togetherness. It doesn't have to be romantic, but just that bestie. I want a bestie. What's it like to have a bestie? Someone that really has your back. Being 10 toes down, right? Your head and your heart in coherence with one another. On that pinnacle. Being that full, knowing nothing can stop you but you. Just knowing there is no such thing as stopping. It's just go, go, go. You have God behind you. Why don't you believe in it? We love you. Thank you so much. Thank you for so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. And I sound like everyone else, and I just don't like that part. Ugh. Doesn't make me very happy. Yeah. Taking what we have and multiplying it. Taking what we have and it will multiply. We give a little, more will come. More people will give. Setting an example. You know, being, what would Jesus do? Being like Jesus. What did Jesus talk about? Doing those things. Right? The ending for a new beginning, right? An ending and a beginning. It took one. Somebody just coming in. I'm not fighting anymore. I don't even have a sword. There's the sun rising in the background. See, kind of like a crown too, right? See who's here? One of the Pharisees, right? The judgment. Don't be like the Pharisees do, like Jesus was saying, right? Give your alms to the poor and the needy. Giving alms, A-L-M-S. But not announcing it. So how do we do that? We just do it. We call it something else. But we do it. You know, God's wish list. God's wish list. It has nothing to do with me. It's God's wish list. God said, hey, will you go to the store and get me, I know this is going to sound funny, but you go to the store and get me a burger. You're going to say, nah, can't do that. It's too hard. It's too far. I don't have enough money. You think if God doesn't... You guys, I love you so much. You think if God's going to ask you to go get a hamburger, that you're not, you'll be able to pay for it, right? I think God's going to send you out like a fool, and then, no. You may have to act a fool. It's your temperament. It's who you are. It's your innocence. It's angels watching over you. It's a blessing in disguise I just got with this. A blessing in disguise. Go get me some takeout. Go order this. Go order that. God says, child, go to the store. Get me this. Get me that. Well, I don't have enough money. You think God's going to send you? There's not enough money. That's a great way of putting it, right? You'll always have enough. Get out of that mentality. Or maybe not the death thing, but dying to self, being born again, you know? Being born into a new body, a new vessel. I saw Judgment card again, you know? If God sends you out to do something, you'll have the means to do it.